Peace, greetings to you all. It's your brother Naheem, BKA Lord Abba, aka Mr. Just the Facts. First and foremost, family, for those of you who are coming in or will watch this video after the live stream, make sure you click the like button. Make sure you share the video out. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you can become a part of the notification nation. We're doing our best over here at Be the Power and the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen to assist our family members. We are a startup 501c3 organization and a part of establishing the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen was so that we can help bring assistance to our people. And our plan is to grow and grow and grow and grow. Peace to those that's joining thus far. Looney, I see you. Barn Dog D, what's going on, brother? I see you in the building. We have some guests on tonight as well, but I'm gonna go run through my intro. I'm gonna give some updates to the family that we were able to help on Sunday night. I'm waiting for the other bros to come in as well so we could get to talking about this Louisiana situation with Hurricane Ida, the federal government's response or lack thereof. And we touched on it on the last live stream where we spoke to the fact that the United States were trying to bring Afghan refugees over here. Well, since that stream, we've come to learn that not only will they be relocating these people here, that the government will be giving them, I believe it's $2,250 a piece, while our people in Louisiana are struggling and suffering. And this is why we say don't just fight the power, become the power. So then and only then you'll be able to make the necessary changes. And those changes come via the political office. So I'm going to bring my brother Josh on. BTP Josh is in the building. What's good, bro?
Peace, family.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on, man? So, Josh, did you have anything you wanted to add? Well, I'm gonna give an update, but about the family that we assisted this past Sunday. Did you have anything to add before we move further?
Nah, man, it was just extremely powerful to be able to, you know, to be able to help somebody, man. Like to actually, because my issue was, I know it's a lot of organizations doing some great work, but it's different when, like most of the time when I want to give to something, I give it, but then I'm like I don't know how it's going to help. I'm just hoping it's going to help. But then when you get in to start looking at nonprofits and see how they work, and you see, well, there's a lot of administrative costs, there's a lot of opportunity for misuse of funds, and I don't know. I mean, I can't get the same level of assurance or satisfaction as I can if I just know that we personally helping somebody. So, we doing all that we can. And when I say we, I'm not talking about me and you. I'm talking about the whole family of freedmen who are and people that want to give aid. We are able to do that, man. And we're gonna do as much as we can do.
That's right.
And as limited as that may be for hopefully our limits will expand, but we're gonna do what we can do, and I feel good about that.
That's right. That's right. We're waiting for some of the other brothers to come on. But let me give an update to the family. The sister that we were able to assist this past Sunday with her special needs son. They were able to evacuate and go to Atlanta. She did text me earlier. I was at work. I text her, just to try to check up on her. We was kind of playing phone tag all day, so I didn't get a chance to speak to her. She said some other issues came up. So, I'm gonna hopefully I'll speak to her before this night is over or sometime tomorrow in the day. So, we have some some of our family on from Louisiana. We're gonna bring them on right now so that they can tell a little bit of their story. And we're trying to, like I said, we're trying to raise funds. We're trying to do what we can for those that we were able to reach out to. For those of you who are in the chat that want to contribute, let me post up the Cash App. 100% of what we're able to donate to these families, what y'all donate will go to these families. .org. All right, so Be the Power is the Cash App. The website is usadof.org. Let me put that direct link in there. I don't know why I can't just type the website in the chat. I have to actually copy and paste it for the hyperlink, for it to turn into a hyperlink. I don't know why it does that, but for those of you that want to donate, you have our Cash App. You have the website. So let's first bring on Sister Trayshawn. I know I'm gonna probably pronounce this name wrong.
Trishawn.
Trishawn. Rain. Hey, how you doing, sis?
Hi. Thank you guys for having me on the panel. I really, I appreciate the time that I'll have to talk about the lack of the federal government response to my area.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So let's bring on Brother Kevin. Hey, how you doing, brother?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
All is well. All is well.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah,
hey, Trishawn.
Hi, Kevin.
How you doing?
Okay.
And let's bring on Brother Barry.
How y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing,
Hi,
brother? How
Barry.
you doing?
Hey, Barry, what's going on, man?
Thank y'all for having us on.
Hey, Barry.
Definitely. So, starting with you, Trishawn, tell us about what's going on in Louisiana. How has the response been or lack thereof?
Okay. Yes, I'll shed some light on the lack thereof. I am from a town called Luling, Louisiana. It is in St. Charles Parish, where St. Charles Parish took the brunt of the hit from Hurricane Ida. Everything is pretty much obliterated in my parish. It's hard to look at. I'm wondering where is the resources. I've never seen anything like it. I almost feel like I live in a third world country. With that being said, St. Charles Parish is a very, very, very close-knitted community parish. So what we all have been doing is we've all been going to check on our sick and the elderly and the sick and shut in, just to make sure that they're okay, provide them with a meal, make sure that they have a well-balanced meal, be it breakfast. We'll do breakfast, we'll do lunch, and we'll also do dinner, just so that they can have the meals. And we've all just been putting together. We've gotten to like a little centralized location, and we're just cooking. Everybody's pulling out the meat that they have, so that it, before it goes bad, and just feeding the community, because we're really hurting. And I'm not understanding why so much attention, is given to only New Orleans, when Louisiana is not just New Orleans.
It's interesting because we have some people that's on the ground in New Orleans, and they saying it's horrible, that there's still lack of response. We read on the air last night when the power will be restored to many of these places, these parishes, and you have some estimations stating that power won't be on until the 29th, September
Yes.
29th. So if it's that bad there, I could imagine how it is on the outskirts of New Orleans, etc.
Yes.
So, mhm.
Yes, and that is the time frame that they have given all of St. Charles Parish residents, September 29th. And to me, I mean, I appreciate, the workers out there. They're doing everything that they can to bring up all these grids back up. But the 29th, it just seems so unacceptable to me.
Oh, definitely, definitely. So, brother Kevin, what has your experience been? Tell the people, what's going on in your area. Talk about the response or the lack thereof. Yeah, I think he was having connection issues. So we're gonna go to brother Barry.
So similar, very similar to what Trishan was saying earlier. So I'm from Houma, Louisiana, and I was living in New Orleans, so I managed to get out a little bit of New Orleans a little bit before the storm. Went to stay with some family in Lafayette, but my mother, my father, my brother was still in Houma, which is like right. If you don't know what that is, like on South Louisiana, right by the coast, further south than New Orleans, right? It was like right where the storm made landfall,
Wow.
and like during the storm, right? I'm on the phone with my brother, and he's talking about like he's trying to get out the house with his baby. He's afraid the wind's gonna literally pick him up and fling him across the street. Like it's that bad, right? His like I'm on the phone with him as the roof is collapsing in. There's like water in his house, right? And now my mom and my dad are still in their house with like mold growing in the house now, water in the house, roof collapsing, all kinds of. It's just one thing after another. And I was just on the phone with my mother today, and right now the insurance adjuster gets there. He's like, well, it's going to take me 48 hours to even put in this report. It's going to take 2 more weeks for them to say if they can give y'all some money. And it's going to take 2 more weeks for them to cut y'all a check. And the whole time, the federal government, FEMA, says, well, we can't do anything until your insurance says they can't do anything. So it's going to take four weeks for FEMA to even say, oh, we can kind of give y'all something, right? So there are people in, like my great grandma's on oxygen, no power in the house, right? And the federal government's like, oh, we'll just wait a month, And meanwhile, right, everybody, energy's talking about, power's coming back in New Orleans, so amazing, and buildings are down, like neighborhoods were flooded, got mold in the house, all their stuff's gone, and people are displaced.
Yeah, I mean, it's just listening to all of the different accounts from Sunday until now. There were people that emailed us as well, and it's just a sad affair, and it shows what Kanye said all of those years ago when he said George Bush doesn't really care about black people. These people just really don't care about us, and because if they did, then the relief would already be ready. There would be preparation. The same way the United States of America goes into a war, they prepare for every possible outcome, and they make sure that they have everything situated, including food rations, etc. If you know that there's a powerful storm that's going to hit this area that's a constant victim of hurricanes, I do not understand how the United States of America is not prepared for the impact, not prepared to have the National Guard on the ground, just not prepared. And people have to come on and share the stories that we've been hearing thus far. It's just sad. So we have Kevin back on. Brother Kevin, the same question. Speak about your experience, the response or the lack thereof from the federal government.
Yeah, man. So, in my opinion, we're usually pretty decent about, I guess, getting alerts about hurricanes coming. But I kind of feel like this one wasn't pushed so heavy. I'm not sure if it's because we get like, you know, so many hurricanes that maybe some people kind of brush it to the side, like, oh well, maybe we'll be okay. But I think that's how a lot of residents may have took it as well, just off of the amount of people that, you know, stayed in the city as well. But as soon as they say Category 4, that was enough for me, man. I was out of there. But when we evacuated, though, it was crazy trying to get out of town, of course. And when we got, because before we left, I was waiting on my vehicle to get out of the shop, so just so I can make sure I had a reliable vehicle to travel that distance, knowing that it could be possibly 10 plus hours. You know, it took me 14 hours to get to Houston.
Wow.
And so I had to use the money I had to fix my truck. I had to use that to travel with and get a hotel with. So and then I tried to, my parents ended up staying, which didn't sit well with me because I booked them a hotel and everything. And they just felt like they needed to stay. So I made my travel to Houston, and it was okay, man, but it just didn't sit right with me, knowing that my family was still back at home, and I wasn't really sure how everything was going on. They lost power pretty early in the storm, so I kind of lost contact with them for probably 2 days before I actually got to talk to them. And they were just saying how it was pretty much a real ghost town, and how dark it was, and
what part are you from again? Are you from
West? I'm from the West Bank of New Orleans.
Oh, so you from New Orleans? Okay.
Yeah.
My brother Ibrahim in the chat. Shout out, brother Ibrahim. He has a question. He wants me to ask you all about the piles of trash and debris building up on every street. Is that something that y'all are seeing as well?
Oh yeah, of course, without a doubt. It's really still out there. A lot of streets that's pretty much got fully cleared. It's just the trash on the side now. It's not in the street. It's just on the side of the street. You know, I guess they're trying to make their way around everywhere that they can. But around where I stay, there's still a power line down. Like at my personal house, there's still no power. I'm actually staying with my in-laws right now. But yeah, I couldn't even access my house because they still had like power lines down, and it wouldn't have been safe to try to, you know, pass through there or anything. So I'm still not fully sure how the full condition of my house. I know we had some leaking in the roofs, but I guess that's a blessing in its own that I know people that lost their whole house, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We've heard some of the stories. Brother Grimm and Brother Ibrahim was out on Sunday. They turned their cameras on so that we were able to see some of the, you know, devastation that was going on. The sewage, backed up sewage in the streets.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know, we at Be the Power and the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen, you know, we are asking our family to come together. We were able to raise some funds. You know, we're going to try to do our best to help our family, but we're also asking for our people to help, you know, sponsor some families, man. We got to help ourselves in this situation because the federal government is so negligent, at least until our people are able to get back on their feet. Peace, sister Riri, BTP Riri is in the building. So, like, Brother Josh, did you have anything you wanted to add or ask?
Yeah, I did. Last time I checked, we're still dealing with a deadly pandemic that the government doesn't understand how to get a hold on. You know, the different variants that are wiping people out and causing, you know, life-threatening illnesses. So how is how have you seen like that really affect, like how was that affected, or how does that factor into to everybody like scrambling and trying to, you know, prevent that from being a something that's wiping people out?
Well, personal story on my end. I actually lost my uncle this past week to Corona. Um, he actually, and now so he had died after my grandma and him went to Morgan City. He passed in a hospital in Morgan City. We can't get his body back to Humble. Um, so well, we weren't until I think we're trying to have the service sometime next week, but it was a lot, like, because at that point, right, even like I was telling about my great grandma and how she's like on oxygen and stuff like that, without power, without like the ability, like we can't even be picky and choosy about where we're going, how many people are going one place to another place. Like people are just trying to get out the way and get to some place that's safe. And especially a lot of people, when we're going to all kinds of different places that might have different restrictions and different procedures and stuff when it comes to Corona, like people are going to like a lot of different cities, and a lot of different cities might be a bit more lax about how they're handling that, or even how they're vaccinating, or even all these different spaces. So you kind of know where is safe in your own community, but now you're in a new place and you don't know what's safe, where it's safe to be, and that's exceedingly dangerous.
Let's get Sister Trishawn to respond to that as well.
Yes. For me, my personal story was the morning that we evacuated, my mother and myself, we went to Beaumont, Texas. I was so paranoid about, you know, making it out in time, that I rushed that morning to take my shower, and I fell in the shower and I cracked 2 ribs. So I tried to, you know, very excruciating pain. I tried to, you know, just bear with the pain. And when we got to Beaumont, which took us 13 hours to get there, the pain was just unbearable. And I had to go to the hospital, to the emergency room. And I noticed there that they're really, you know, the people in Beaumont, they were really, you know, relaxed about, you know, having a face mask on. There were instances where it was just myself that had one on. And, you know, it's hard, like, you know, Barry says, you know, in your own community how, you know, what we're doing and what the others are doing to stay safe. But when you're, you know, have to evacuate, and then in such short notice, you know, I mean, you don't know how, you know, other people are you know, keeping themselves safe, or if they even doing it.
That's right. That's right. We got our brother Grim, BTP Grim on. What's going on, brother Grim? He is from the New Orleans area as well. So, yeah, Grim.
Hey, peace. Hey,
Peace.
I don't know if y'all can hear me. I have a bad connection.
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I have a bad connection. But I want peace, say peace and love, and you know, everybody, you know, hope y'all safe, and I hope you all are being cared for, and just to let y'all know that the sons and daughters of Freedmen, we go do whatever we can. As for now, that's all I got to say. You know, much love to you all, and we glad we found y'all. We was glad we able to do something good, because really at the end of the day, that's all it's about, is, you know, doing good for the sons and daughters of you know, the former slaves in America. So that's what it's about. It's about touching people, and it's about love, and it's about respect, and mutual benefit. You know, the sons and daughters of Freedmen, you know, we basically what they call a confraternity. You know, we welcome men and women, and you know, we just here to help. That's all I want to say. And to all the people that's on, our guests that's on, you know, I just want to thank y'all for reaching out to us, and we just here to help.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Brother Ibrahim said on a normal day, Beaumont is 3 hours from New Orleans and Houston is 5. The traffic added on at least 8 extra hours of travel.
Absolutely.
That's been y'all experience as well?
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Wow.
14 hours for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See, so Josh, you on, bro?
Yeah, I'm on. I got a lot of background noise. I had to,
Okay, definitely. So, I wanted to get, all the brothers on, but everybody else wasn't able to make it tonight. So, we were able to raise some funds. And like I said, family, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the information up on our website as well, usadof.org. We are calling for our family. We all go through what we go through, right? We are the bottom in this country, but a little bit from a lot can help a lot. And that's always been the way that we've done things since the mutual aid societies, since the 1800s. So we want to start by granting our guests some funds so that they just to help themselves get through some of what they're going through. But we are definitely asking the family to step up as well. And I think I received, well, I haven't yet. Josh, have you received everybody's Cash App?
Let me check my text. Hold on one second.
All right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, while you're doing that, let me just say, family, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, share the video out. Let's grow. Let's grow. It's time for us to grow. It's time for people to know that there's a channel on YouTube with a group of individuals that are not into any salacious content and none of that crap. We're talking about real stuff, and we're politically number one, and we're dealing with our family members and all of the ills that come along with it. So, Josh, could you take over real quick?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get away. Sorry, I'm juggling a lot. I got a 5-year-old son, and I've had him for myself, but I was able to get away. So, all right. So, Trishawn, Barry, and Kevin, and I just want to say, we are not privy to. I'm gonna speak for myself. I was not privy to what was really going on down there. As it was happening, I was actually on vacation on the 29th. I was in Florida, and I remember I was on the beach, and I was like, I didn't know like storms hit like this on the beach. It's different when the wind is unimpeded. I felt just like a million sand missiles were trying to go through my back. And I was like, oh, let me get up out this beach. My umbrella folded up. I was like, this is a little different. I was in because I was in Sarasota, which is on the Gulf side. So I didn't even think like, man, this probably is doing some serious damage. And then I got back and I started looking at the reports. I'm like, man. And Grim was sharing with us what was going on down there. I don't know if y'all checked the channel and got a chance to see some of the videos. He was telling me it was raw sewage that was coming out in the streets. I'm like, that's some of the stuff that's going on. Like, I've never been through it. I don't know how to relate to that experience. And so, man, I don't even know really what to say in terms of how to feel for you. So that's why we just trying to help bring some more awareness to what's going on. You were telling me, Trishawn, about how you saw some people were doing in the community to help some of the elderly folks. They were getting together and grilling food in the street.
Yes, and if I could, just I would like to say thank you to some of the people that I know that personally were doing it. Katina Raymond, Brandon Scott, Ursula Ingram, Charlene Brown. They were mostly the ones, Keldrick Lockett, who were spearheading everything, but making sure that each house was addressed in touch with a meal. So I definitely want to, congratulate and send kudos out to them for doing that. We're all just like, the guy stated, we're all we have. We have to help ourselves because, they're not helping us.
Exactly. And what we do here is before we started our broadcast maybe about April, I think it was March or April of 2020. And we've been consistently promoting the idea of we're a specific group. When I'm talking about us or we, I'm talking about those who descend from those people who were formerly enslaved. And the proper name for us is really the freedmen, because we are the sons and daughters of the people who are emancipated. And, primarily the main issue that we see that's causing a lot of the disparity in terms of who suffers the most, obviously is dealing with the aid and the treatment and allocation of resources and manpower, etc. But a lot of it is due to the generational inheritance of disadvantage, the lack of the huge wealth disparity. So that's why we have been serious advocates for reparations, a comprehensive reparations program that closes the gap between the freedmen and white American wealth, right? So, in your opinion, do you how do you see that? Like, this is open to anybody. How do y'all see, like, let me give you some statistics. So in America, I don't know what it is exactly in New Orleans, but from your eye test and from what you can probably make a good estimate, right? But in America, we have Native Black Americans, or just Black Americans altogether. I think the median family wealth, once you take out depreciating assets, is something like $1,400 or something like that. And if you look at white America, I think it's like 130,000, and it's to the point where I think white America has $115 trillion in wealth, and we have like 5 or 6 or something like that. And we're coming from the group that built the country. Are you seeing the same type of struggle on the other side? Amongst people in Louisiana, are you seeing like are you seeing like a lot of white folks having the same, and when I'm having the same amount of people who are devastated and like don't have enough to get themselves to maintain, or
Absolutely not.
Yeah, definitely
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. I tell you, like I could tell from the lines at the gas station, man. Like right after the storm, it's just a line of Black people. it's not lines of, and I'm not sure if that could be from lack of preparation as well, but it's a line of Black people, or even in the lines for food, it's majority Black people.
Well, Kevin, I can definitely tell you that as far as the lines of Black people in for gas is because, and I'm going to say this because I know this for a fact.
Yeah.
St. Charles Parish, the first responders were telling us Blacks that there were no gas at the pumps, but having their white family members come in the wee hours of the morning to fill up and get gas.
That's
And
wild.
we're in line for like, hours.
Crazy.
And then when you get to the pump, you don't even know if there's going to have gas in there for you to even get.
Right. It's not even quality gas at that.
Exactly.
I was actually having trouble with my with the truck that I evacuated with. I was having trouble once I got in Houston. I was having trouble starting it up, and when I took it to a mechanic out there, and it was telling me it could be from like the gas that I was putting in before I left, that it could have been like filled with like water and like different kind of trash or whatever that can get in your engine. Yeah, that had me not being able to start my vehicle for like 20 different tries before I could start my vehicle.
Naeem made an interesting point. He was talking about if you already know that this stuff is going to happen, you've seen it happen before.
Yeah.
How is it that there is not a system in place and resources already put aside to make sure that when this stuff happens, it doesn't? I mean, when I say when this stuff happens, I'm talking about we've seen systems break down and people been in a situation of life or death and desperation. Like it should. What do you think that they could do differently to prevent people being in such a desperate situation? And if they know that this stuff is going to happen every 10 years.
Well, I think what they need to do is the same thing they do when they need us to vote for them. Be engaged.
Yeah.
Be engaged. I've never experienced anything like this where I feel like I'm fending for myself. And if I don't do what I need to do, I definitely can't depend on my parish leaders.
Indeed. I have a question because I just I jumped on. So I don't know if you all said it before I got on. I'm in the area. If you all could basically give a breakdown of the areas that you all are from, so we can basically give context, because we want all the people just to know how basically this whole thing we talked about it on the last show when we gave out the last donation. Just basically how your particular areas were affected, if we haven't covered that already.
Right. I can tell you that for St. Charles Parish, these are the neglected areas, not even being mentioned in the media. You have Kelowna, you have Hornville, you have Taft, you have Luling, you have Ama, Booty, you have Paradise, you have the Zellmans, you have Bayou Gosh, all neglected and not mentioned anywhere in the media. I have yet to hear it.
Right, that's true. They concentrate basically on the New Orleans area in the media because number one for Katrina, and number two, they basically concentrate on the areas of commerce, which is not right,
No.
And that's what they put out in the media, just about where all the money come from and all of the aid goes to getting the CBD up. So you absolutely right.
Right, and that's a lot of what they were saying. The success story of it was they got the power back up in the CBD, the power back on Bourbon Street in a couple of days, and that doesn't affect, like Trishan was saying, with St. Charles Parish, but also down in Bayou Country. Like I'm in Terrebonne Parish in Houma, in Houma, in the Thibodaux area, and everybody's talking about, oh, New Orleans getting power back, and it's like, if all that seafood you like to eat, the people who go catch it, their houses are now underwater, right? All that money that New Orleans is generating, the resources come from somewhere, right? The people that go to the city that live in St. Charles Parish, right? Like all those people that feed into that provide that money that all these people are trying to protect, they don't have any resources right now, and we're not getting that. We're not getting that coverage. We're not getting that support. That we're not, and it feels like, kind of to answer one of Josh's questions earlier, like why wasn't the plan in place? I feel like a lot of the planning, like post Katrina was centered around New Orleans. Like this won't happen to New Orleans again. And then when
Right.
it happens to everybody else, it's like, oh, well, what happened to the plan? Because we weren't included in the plan.
Right. Man, that hit the nail on the head right there, man. That hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I'm from the West Bank of New Orleans, so I'm around like the main area that pretty much gets covered. And yeah, that's the exact sentiment I probably could have said, man. Is the city tried to prepare for New Orleans to get hit, and not have another Katrina, and that didn't happen. So it was a success, so.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, no doubt. So look, man, we're gonna start. We're gonna give our guests something we were able to raise. A couple dollars. This is a ongoing thing until our family gets back on their feet. And like I said, we're gonna put up on our website usadof.org. The names of our brothers and sisters who are here, so that our Freedmen family can help sponsor these families, because at any given time this can be any of us at any given moment. Some natural disaster can strike. My family is still in New York City. I'm down in Georgia. I was down here when Hurricane Sandy hit. There's areas of New York that still messed up from Hurricane Sandy. And then the remnants of Ida just swept across all of landfall and went to New York. And I don't want to say it did more damage, but it definitely killed a whole lot of people in the New York and New Jersey and that tri-state area. So, we're gonna do our best here at the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen. Black Power Banging says organize. Yes, we definitely have to organize. Right now, the family, we're gonna do our best to help. So I'm gonna send some cash apps out to our brothers and sisters. The sister, she dropped off. She has Zelle and Venmo. So I don't have Zelle and Venmo. So Josh.
Yeah, I got it. I got Zelle.
Okay. So I'm gonna send that to you, and you can get that to the sister. So let's do that now. Again, family. Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
No, I was gonna say one thing. I a statistic. Well, I don't even know the exact stat or whatever, but I was reading an article, and you may have read this article, but it was saying that the amount of damage that was done to like the electrical system was even more than Katrina.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm saying like Hurricane Katrina was such a highly televised event. It was it was all over the news, and I'm like, this thing is like, oh, there was another. It's just like another, hurricane hit Louisiana again. Okay, well, it's nothing new. But no, it's like, come on, man. Like this need to be. It's like Afghanistan refugees coming into America. They already talking about they advocated for billions of dollars to be given to them. I was seeing like they supposed to get like $2,900 per person or something like that. Per
something
family.
Like that, $2,250, I think
yeah.
it was.
So, but they're not talking about like relief packages for refugees of a storm that America should already have a plan in place to make sure that people are not victims of, who are Americans, especially those of us who we already got a tab that's running. America already owes a significant debt to us.
That's right. So, brothers, Barry and Kevin, were y'all able to receive the Cash App?
Yes.
Yes. So that's on behalf of the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen and all of the family.
Oh, no, I was saying much appreciated, man.
Honest. Sister Trayshawn, we're going to have to, I don't have Venmo or Zelle. So Josh is going to send that to you. So I'm going to send that over to Josh right now. so that he can get
Okay,
that
thank
to
you.
you. Your phone is breaking up, sis.
Yeah, the connection is wild in some spots, man.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. No worries. I'm gonna send it to you soon as you send that to me, Naeem. I'm gonna send it
Yeah,
right
I'm
on.
sending it now. And,
All
you know, just I want clarity for everybody just to let it be known. You know, the last time we raised up some funds and we sent it to one family, this time we try to do something for a little bit of everybody. You know, and we could only do so much, but we are asking the family to step up. So I would, for transparency's sake, let everybody know that we've been able to donate $225 a piece to our guests as a start. Like I said, as a start. And we are looking for the rest of our family to step up. Y'all know the Cash App is Be the Power. And the website is usadof.org. We're going to also be adding profiles to the website so that the family can come on and continue assisting our family in need, so that, you know, like this is how we build relationships. This is what the Black Panthers did back in the days. This is what all organizations did back in the days. They band together, they put what they had together so that they could help and assist. And this is how they were able to grow as well. And, you know, as we fight for reparations, we have families like this on as proof, not only them, but ourselves also, that without reparations, we are in a trick bag in this country. Y'all see us pull up articles all the time that show by 2053, median Black wealth in this family will shrink from $1,700. And as Josh stated earlier, it's probably at $1,400 by now. $1,400. You take away the car, the furniture, and all of the things that depreciate over time, we're probably sitting at $1,400 at the median. That will be at zero by 2053. So, you know, our push for reparations, for the redress of our grievances here is just really hitting in second gear, family. And, you know, I'm just honored that we can talk to our family, because this is what we're supposed to do. Build with our family, build with our people, so that they could share their stories, so that everybody could know that these are real people. Because on the internet, and that's why we wanted y'all to come on, there's a lot of scam artists all over the internet, but we don't do that here. We don't do that here at all. But, you know, some people still have their reservations. I really don't care about what people think, to be honest with y'all, because I know that my heart is solid 100%, and I can speak the same for my brothers. But, you know, I still want the family to see and hear y'all's story, period, because people need to know firsthand the treatment or lack thereof that our people are receiving due to the federal government's complete failure in this response to this disaster, which is Hurricane Ida. Peace to Sister Kelly. Peace, Brother Corey. I'll see y'all in the building. So did y'all have anything that y'all wanted to share on a platform, you know, before we got up off of here?
As for me, I just want to thank you guys. Be the power. You're the voice that we need, and you know, just so you know that we're not forgotten about. And it's just, you know, it's going to do us all the world of good to get our stories out, so that, you know, maybe the federal government they just may hear about us, and they just may do something. But if not, like you said, we're all we have. So we have to help ourselves and help each other.
And real quick, when we get off, I would like for y'all to text Josh Trayshawn and Barry, just text them the cities that y'all are from again, because I know Brother Kevin is from New Orleans, because we need to start raising awareness about how these areas are being neglected and any surrounding areas. If you know people in any surrounding areas, maybe we can get a petition going, because that's the job of our citizens, the citizens of this government, to petition for a redress of grievances. And we have a grievance. The grievance is that the response usually to natural disasters when it comes to Black people, particularly the descendants of freedmen right here in America, is slow and lax at best, if at all, in most cases. Some places are not going to get power back on until the 29th. And that's just in New Orleans. I don't even know about you guys' areas, right? That's just in New Orleans. So we're talking about the major city with the major power grid and electric company. So I could only imagine what it would be like to be in a city on the outskirts. I can't even imagine. Brother Barry, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Just to echo Trishawn, like, thank y'all again, because this is what we have to do. We got to get together, and I appreciate y'all for reaching out to us and connecting with us, and that making sure that our voices get heard, because a lot of times all that focus does get put kind of in one place, but also when it comes to natural disasters, it'll be in the news for a little bit, and then everybody's on to the next thing. And especially with today, how news is just one thing, right? And we're gonna be sitting there for a month, trying to figure it out, right? So when you're in it, you're gonna stay in it for a while, but the news might just pass us by. So thank y'all again for doing this.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. With this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Brother Kevin, did you have anything you wanted to share, brother?
Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate you guys reaching out to all of us, my fellow colleagues, and I just enjoy what y'all doing, man. I wasn't fully aware of what you guys are doing, and it's amazing what you guys are doing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Honest. Check the web. When y'all get situated, check the website out. Check out some of the videos on the channel. I could just in brief give you a breakdown of what we're fighting for. You heard one thing, which is reparations. Reparations is the nexus by which we build our political advocacy. That without reparations, it's a wrap for us in this country, basically. Just to sum it up. One of the things that we're pushing for is we're trying to bring people back into the southern states, Louisiana being one of them. I know we have the issues with the hurricanes, but northern Louisiana, and we, like Grim said on the last live stream, it was not to say that they won't get touched by these hurricanes, but it's a place where we could have a Black majority and have a Black governor, a freedman governor, somebody that cares about our people, that's going to hold elected officials like Cedric, what's his name? Cedric Richmond, I believe, that's in the Biden administration, who was over what was called Cancer Alley out there in New Orleans. So, we don't have that, and we've never had that in any state. We've never had a Black governor, besides, I think, one moment when some governor retired. I can't even remember. It was so brief that right.
In New York, yeah.
So it was just so brief. It didn't even register. So
we had one in Virginia. That was the governor, Douglas Wilder. He was the first one in a minute. But yeah, man, like, and I want to say something else. I want to say, like, what we're doing on YouTube, and like, I don't see anybody else doing it. I just gotta say what it is. I don't see anybody else doing it. And I'm looking on Instagram Live. I don't see, like, what are we doing? Like, how are we still having platforms where people are raising money, and it's people that are hurting, that got like terrible family situations that end devastation. Like, I would just encourage, if you got somebody that's got a large YouTube platform. Ours is not even large. You know, we just been doing this a year, really. And if you got somebody that you see doing a large YouTube platform or Instagram or whatever the case may be, and they're not trying to do something, take some of the money that people are funneling to them across the country and across the world, and to give to, if you can't, we know that our resources are limited as a group, but just one family, two family, a handful of folks, can you just help them out? Man, people just need to get some food. People just need to get some Pampers for their baby. They need to be able to get up out of the city. They need to something, you know, you can do something. So I just got to put that out there. You know, you watching this and you got other people you watching, if they can turn a computer on and start generating hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars every single time when they hit the live button, why can't they take one of those episodes and just help a few people out, or one person out? Just help one person.
That's right. That's right. So before we get off, I want to just read out some of the names of some of the people who have donated. You know, we did that on the last live stream because the people, you know, that is just such an honorable thing, in my opinion, to give, you know, to take from what we have and give to the family. So I gotta try to remember where the last. Okay, so yeah, I think this is where it ended the last time. So I want to, brother Chad Brown gave $25, Curtis Wood $50, Kelly Pryor $50, Dana White $50, Lewis Luck $50, Sister Constance gave $40, Sister Cynthia gave $20, St. Kofa Folami gave $100, Danny Arnold gave $10, Cynthia Carter gave $50, and we just got another large donation. We're gonna save that for the next family. We just got that. And not to mention the donations that we received on Cash App. I don't know why this thing just scrolls all the way down to like the beginning of my Cash App. BTP, the brothers at BTP have donated. Chris Coffey, Jeremiah, twice, Jeremiah, Joel, Kimberly Mitchell, Donald Smither, who just jumped in the chat, Lafayette Ward. I want to give a shout out to all of y'all for donating to, you know, to this effort, man. And I want to shout out to the brother Shabazz that just donated $200. We're gonna put that towards another family that needs it. You know, this is the work right here, family. This is the work. I'm so glad that it's us on here, and we are a family. We are a family, and I want us all to stay connected. I want every last one of us to stay connected so that we could move forward, so that when we get situated, we may be able to help the next families in need, you know, and then we start moving that into political office. Because I would love to see Brother Kevin or Sister Trey Sean or Brother Barry running for office in their respective locales. You know, whether it be the mayor, whether it be a house seat, you know, those are parishes out there. So I don't really know how the seats work in New Orleans. Do they call them district seats or parish seats? I don't know how that work out there in Louisiana. Yes. They call them parish seats, or do they call them districts? I don't know. Don't get me to messing up. But that's, you know, that's the goal. That's why we say be the power. That's why we named the platform Be the Power, so that we could encourage our people. Because could you imagine if we had mayors, if Trayshawn was the mayor of her city and Brother Barry was the mayor of his city, or Brother Kevin or Grimm was the mayor of New Orleans, the fight would be exponentially greater. exponentially greater because we know what we come from and we know what we've been through, particularly with these hurricanes that seem to always hit Louisiana. And we know that we would fight for our people. And that's why we promote becoming the power. Because when you have the power, you got the power to make a change. And you can force the hand of the federal government. You can force the hand of the media. Because it seems like the media is just absent. I turn on the news and they're talking about Afghan refugees and the Trump investigation that's going on in New York. The latest thing I seen was that Biden was trying to add Hurricane Ida relief, and I think it was the infrastructure bill. Yeah, don't quote me on that. But that's not how you do it, because the only thing the Republicans are going to do is they're going to sue and say that that shouldn't be a part of the infrastructure bill and all of the stuff that they do. And the Democrats probably going to agree with them half the time on half of the stuff when it comes to our people anyway. So we got to like really become political, man, so we can take our destiny into our own hands. This is what this thing is about. This is what Be the Power is about. So I would like to thank our guests for coming on. You know, I hope we were able to, you know, assist with, you know, in some satisfactory form with to help alleviate some of what you're going through. Again, family, if y'all want to, also if y'all want to donate directly, to continue to donate directly to these families, y'all can send a cash app and say for Kevin or Treshawn or for Barry, and we're going to make sure that that goes directly to them. Okay, the last one we got just said for the victims of Hurricane Ida. So we want to make sure we just try to get to another family if we can, or maybe build up to another 2 or 3 families, because we're going to try to help as many people as we can until this situation gets situated in Louisiana. So, Brother Josh, Brother Grimm, y'all have anything y'all want to say before we get off
Thank
here?
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're welcome, sis. You're welcome, sis.
indeed. You know, and yeah, you all are definitely welcome. You know, like I say, I'm down here in y'all locality as well. Like anything that I could do, just basically, you know, let me know, and y'all keep in touch with the sons and daughters of Freeman and BTP. You know, y'all have BTP contact information, so you know all is well. So you know, we can just make sure we can help as many people is possible, you know. So just spread the information, you know, spread that we trying to help. You know, also if y'all know of anybody in need, you know, just you know, send them this way, and we'll be glad to help and assist. And again, you know, check out the channel. You know, I know we new to y'all. Just check it out and you know, see what we about. And just you know, the only thing we can say is just spread the word of what's really going on, and you know, I would like for y'all to come back too and talk about the conditions of your respective parish. What you say, St. Charles Parish, um, or Kevin on the West Bank. I'm on the I live on the East Bank, but I'm on the West Bank right now. Just you know, just keep in touch, and we'll just keep this thing going, and you know, in the future maybe we can get some updates from y'all of what's happening. But like Treshawn was saying, I mean, you know, it's definitely a blackout on what's going on in those other parishes and stuff, because you know they got people in Laplace. I mean, that just, you know, they didn't know. You know, we got the wind damage, but the infrastructure from the flood was built up so much here that we didn't have as much of a problem with that, because they're protecting their investments. But you know, you got people in Laplace and all of these other places, I mean, that was just totally devastated by not just wind, but wind and water. So and they caught the brunt of the storm on that side, the storm. So, you know, I just want to thank y'all for coming on. I'm proud of you know, you brothers, Naheem and Josh, and just all of everybody in the chat. all the freedmen. I'm just proud that we were able to get something together, and we just go keep it moving. So we go just y'all just spread the word. Peace and love.
Peace, peace. Brother
Thank
Josh,
you so much. Peace and love to you all.
definitely sis. A matter of fact, Brother Kevin and Brother Barry, if y'all want to say a few words before we get up out of here, then me and Josh should close out.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just thanks again, man. And whenever y'all need me to come back, I'll be happy to help. And appreciate you guys again, man.
Definitely. Honors, man. Honors.
Yeah, definitely. Same here. Thank y'all again. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody getting together.
Definitely. Honors, family. Honors. So, Brother Josh, man, you want to close out with anything before we get off of here?
Nah, I'm just gonna say I wish we could do more. I wish we could do more, man. I wish we can, just it's unfortunate, but that this stuff is this way, and I wish we had a larger platform so we can be able to generate more from around the country, to funnel to those who are in serious aid. But man, it's a shame that it's still 2005, 2005. I remember when Katrina hit. I know I'm saying it like this time I'm on the beach, the other time, but this is the only time I ever went on a cruise in my life. I was in college, and the one family member that we had that had some money, she just decided to like take us on a cruise, and the water was choppy. It was so choppy, I got seasick. And then I turned on the news and I saw the devastation of Katrina. And when I saw that hit me like, what? I cannot believe that this is going on. But when I look at the media today, it's not the same intensity. It's not like bombarding. This should be bombarding everybody. That's on right. The news media. It should be. You turn it. I don't care if you turn it on at 2 o'clock in the morning. You turn it on 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You turn it on 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It should be coverage on this, because that makes the pressure get put on your politicians. It makes the pressure get put on for the average person sitting down at their dinner table. Like, man, I can't. I got some money. I got to send it to somebody. I got to help somebody out. But hey, it's just a bunch of black folks that's SOL again. Out of sight, out of mind.
That's right.
So I just want to say, man, we just got to keep doing the work, putting the pressure on, and try to be loud. And just to echo the last what we said again, we need this. We need to execute this strategy, the Southern strategy, man, the back home strategy, because that's the only way we're going to get the power in the states that we need, to be able to change this. So this, because what is being done to make sure that this won't happen again?
That's right.
That's the messed up part. So with that, family, peace.
All right, definitely. Again, I would like to thank our guests for coming on tonight, man. This is, it's just sad. It's just a sad state of affairs that this government constantly neglects us. But that's why we are gathering. That's what this platform is dedicated to. It's dedicated to show that we are going to come we're going to come like one of these tornadoes. One of these hurricanes to Washington. And we're going to tear some things up. And I don't mean, literally, I mean figuratively. Our people are never going to have to go through this stuff, but we have to take the first steps. We have to become more politically involved. We have to explore running for office, et cetera, et cetera. Go to the website, usadof.org. Get the Be the Power Civics Guide. That civics guide was created with the intent on teaching us the functions of our local government, and not just teaching us the functions of our local government, but how that interacts and interrelates with the function of our immediate government, which is our households, our families. So make sure y'all get that book as well. We will be starting chapters all over the United States of America. Our first chapter so far is being set up in Houston. So, we look forward to, we look forward to building, man. It's time for us to build. So I'm not going to keep us on any longer. I'll leave y'all with the motto of the platform, which is don't just fight the power, become the power. And then and only then will you have the power to make a change. And with that, I say peace.
Peace.
Peace, family.